Hey everyone! Hey, it's so exciting to see you guys. So, today we're going to be talking about the second season of Black Mirror. And I've got to say, from what I saw, now, um, just to put this out there as a disclaimer, there are going to be some little slight minor spoilers, but it's not going to be too much. So, if you guys want to see the season, or hey, if you already see it, please put down comments of what you thought of that season. And also, can you please smash the like button because it will help out the channel. And I'm trying to grow it because I haven't even gotten I don't know if they'll be even passed, but you know right now I'm trying to get at least 100 subscribers. But it's always, you gotta start somewhere. Anyway, back to the actual topic of it. Of the 4 episodes, and I've got to say, each one, were definitely was pretty unique. Like with the first one, it was all about the woman losing their loved one and then replacing that loved one with a machine that she was able to communicate with, that basically it simulated what her former lover kind of acted like, what he would say, you know just kind of things, just the little minor things that she was watching. And then you know it kind of delved even further because in that aspect of her communicating and she was making a connection, it threw that throwback to me of watching that movie Her. And definitely remember watching that movie. So seeing that little reference going on in this one episode of and he's just trying to just, it was kind of like, how much longer is this character going to keep it doing? And then the crazy part was that the character was just going to go ahead and she was going to take this code's advice and be like, yeah, let's go and let's get this body because I want to take it to the next level. And I mean, I feel like in that ways it was kind of almost like if someone went to a porn store and they got a human, they basically got a human sex toy. Only difference is this one actually, in this case, it actually moves on its own, and it actually can even help you even further than what those toys do, because those toys, they're just stationary, whilst in this case the whole body, she just only had to wait what was half a day to a day before getting it out of the tub, and then it was coming to life. And I mean, I feel like for some people, I'm surprised. In some way, I feel like some way she kind of felt like she was ashamed almost of basically letting anyone know that she basically had this thing inside her house, and it was feeding into her, not only her pleasure, but at the same time her feel like I have someone with me, when it was just a doll, really. And I mean, with that, in some ways she definitely was it was just she was it wasn't helping her move on with her life. And then going on to the next episode. The next episode, you know, you see this girl. She wakes up. She's confused. She's frantic. She's absolutely terrified, and she's like, "I need to get out of here." And she's running around like her head cut off like a chicken, and she's like, I don't. She doesn't know what's going on. She's absolutely lost. And I mean, I feel like my favorite part about it was her screaming. Her screaming was my favorite part of it, because it was just she really doesn't know all the stuff that's going in, that's happening to her. And it's like in some ways she was just a mouse in a cage on over and over and over, and she just didn't really fully understand the whole situation. And then, and like I say, like it was just astounding. But going on into third episode, going with the whole Waldo, and so having like a cartoon character, and then the producers thought of a great idea. Oh, let's start mixing politics into this, and let's start competing against the person who's trying to run for this position, and then try to really downplay him, even more so to make it feel like, oh, everything's Waldo's doing and saying is great. And there were people out there that were looking at Waldo and was like, you know what? This guy can make me a lot of money. I need this guy on board. And I mean, like, the main guy who was voicing freaking Waldo, he just felt like, he felt like he was in a tug of war. He was in love, but at the same time, he was in love with someone else who was on the enemy side. And then at the same time, he couldn't control, he had a hard time controlling his emotions. He basically, he wasn't seeing the bigger picture for what it is. Because, once you get to the end and see how it is, you're going to be like, wow. He made him. He screwed himself over, in some ways. And in the last episode, it definitely gave me a little bit of a vibe of a movie where, like, it tells, like, you're seeing it from, oh, that's the movie. It kind of reminds me a little bit of The Princess Bride. Where you have the grandpa telling the kid about the story. But in this case, on the flip side, you have these two grown men telling about a story in the Arctic, far away from civilization. And they're telling about, what problem you ran away from. And I mean, both of them, they definitely had their share of problems. But at the same time, like, Jesus Christ, man. Like, I felt like one was already was already in trouble. The other one, he could have gotten away with it, but he got screwed over too. And I mean, like, come on. When someone blocks you, and I mean, like, it's a physical block where, like, everything about the person, and it's like, and it's just muffling down your voice, and then you just see only a gray silver, like, silhouette going down the whole person, all because you have, like, some sort of, like, chip or something inside of you. It just feels like, no, that's just too much blockage. I mean, like, I could get people blocking you on social media and be like, okay, that's done, that's it. But no, this type of block is even more, because it goes to pictures and the television, or anything, or anytime you see them, you cannot see them. So it's like the image of them is literally blocked out of you. And it's like, I don't know, I just feel like, personally, like, no, the technology in that world, it's just kind of just going way too far, because it's more like, if the person passes away, then it goes off. But if the person doesn't pass away, you won't ever see that person. And then the crazy part was, if you had a child, it blocks them too. If you guys are separated. And this is one of the things that happened to the guy. He was always wondering what happened to his child and all this stuff. I will definitely say, like, out of this season, the main theme was, it was torture for a lot of the main characters in this season. And I thought this season was definitely better than the first one. So, I would definitely give this one, the grade I'm going to give for this season, I'm going to give it a B+. That's what I'm going to give it, B+. But yeah, that is my thoughts on the second season for Black Mirror Season 2. If you guys like what you heard and want to see more, and Also, feel free to put down comments on future suggestions or how you feel about the second season, because I would definitely love to hear your opinions on it. So, until then, I'll catch you guys later. Pow!